Now I want to get into some viable solutions. The rookie card needs to be established by a set of guidelines, or dare I even say rules. And I think the misconception is that we think that rules bind us, but in reality, when it's done correctly, rules give us freedom within the boundaries. Okay, and so I think it would be very beneficial if the hobby would understand, listen and understand what that boundary is and what those guidelines are. And so in my opinion, there should be three governing bodies when it comes to this rookie card thing. Now, right now, what we have one governing body is the league and the Players Association. That's one governing body. The second governing body is card manufacturers, or should I just say the industry, right? So we have these two big titans, the league and the Players Association and the industry. But what about the hobby? See, the hobby, I feel, doesn't have any representation. The hobby is just the wild, wild west ran by these two titans. And so the hobby doesn't have any representation. The hobby doesn't have a voice per se. The hobby doesn't have a seat at the table. And what I think is that the hobby needs a human resource department. And the HR department needs to be an HR department that has the collector's interest at heart, not the two titans' best interest, but the collector's best interest. So I say, let's get one. Why doesn't the hobby have any representation when it comes to making these types of decisions? So I say, let's all get together, right? We're going to take the two titans and we're going to create a titan over here for the hobby, the HR department. But let's all get together. Let's all sit down and let's figure this out once and for all. Let's set up a set of guidelines, and they don't have to be narrow or broad. Listen, they can be a generic set of all-encompassing principles, just a generic template of a standard, so that we all have a reference point and a go-to point. And I think it would be very, very healthy for us to do so. Another viable solution, I believe, is proper identification or proper classification of cards. Now, in 2017, I found COMC, something that's very familiar to all of us by now, or most of us. But they classify their rookie cards in a very unique way, and I think it's very, very beneficial. But it's basically the PRC identifier signifying pre-rookie cards. There are all the cards that are considered like minor league cards or prospect cards. They're going to identify that on their website. Those cards are giving a PRC identifier. And that's really intelligent classification that they've given it. The next one is an RC identification, and this is the classification that designates the true rookie cards. And the third classification that they give is an RY identifier for rookie year. The cards that fall into this classification are basically inserts and subsets. They fall into that classification. Genius concept. COMC is something that we're very familiar with. Why doesn't the industry adopt that type of classification? But instead, what we have is, it seems like even you think within the hobby it's bad. You think that collectors debate, the industry is everybody in the industry appears to have a different definition or version of what a rookie card is. So it's like, even as an industry, we don't have it together. So it's genius. That type of classification really opens things up and brings about a lot of clarity. On my channel, I've created an episode series called Rookie Card Exercises. And I really go through, I've created a fourth classification for cards, and I've called it post-theme rookie cards. And in that classification of cards are all the cards like second, third, fourth year cards. anything in the design of the card that says rookie on it, a lot of novice collectors, they think that these are actually rookie cards just because the design mentions the word rookie. And so they think that that's a rookie card. It is not. So that's how come I've created that fourth classification. And in my rookie card exercise videos, we kind of go through a pile of cards or something, or I'll give a presentation and we'll put each card that's in question and we'll place it in its proper classification. Very, very good thing for the industry and the hobby as a whole to adopt, in my opinion. The third viable solution that I think would be very beneficial is everybody should be speaking the same language, right? So, you know, here's the thing. There's a mindset within the hobby that says, you know what? These are my cards. I'm going to call them rookie card if I want to, and nobody's going to tell me different. And hey, I get it. You know, hashtag respect. I get where you're coming from. But here's my take on that. I think within the confines of your home, you're absolutely correct. Within the confines of your home and your personal PC, those are your cards. You call them whatever you want. But the problem is when we go public with that, well, now we become part of the problem. We become part of the confusion. And so that's how come there's so much muddied waters, because we're all speaking our own, we're not speaking the same language. Let's call them, hey, it's a prospect card, it's a pre-rookie card, or it's a parallel rookie card, or it's a rookie year card. You see what I'm saying? Just proper language would go a very long way. And the fourth viable solution, rebranding of the rookie card logo. Here's a big one for me. Here's where I think inserts and subset cards, you know, everything has a RC logo on it, and it shouldn't. This card manufacturers, if you're listening to me, listen to the cries of the collectors. Nobody cares about an insert card that has an RC logo. It's not a rookie card. Stop muddying the waters. Bring clarity in this area. Let's call them what they are instead of what we want them to be. These are not rookie cards. They're rookie year cards. I can totally respect that. So let's rebrand that RC logo. Let's remove that RC logo and let's put in an RY logo maybe in there, just to bring, you know, we don't have to do anything to the pre-rookie cards because they're not labeled with anything, as they shouldn't be. So those are perfectly fine the way they are. The rookie cards are perfectly fine the way they are. They're labeled and branded correctly. But the inserts and the subset cards, my goodness, everything cannot be a rookie card. Let's call them rookie year. Now we're talking. Here's what I'm saying with all of this. In my years of studying this topic, I find that there's a lot of debate and confusion, but it comes down to three reasons. We're either ignorant, uncertain, or we have a blatant disregard for what a rookie card is. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm some old guy who's just grumpy and I'm stuck in 1986 and I'm just screaming out the window to get off my grass. As a matter of fact, you know, I just turned 50 and I don't look a day older than 35, right? But no, listen, I collect rookie cards of Hall of Famers in all four primary sports. That's my focus. But listen, I have plenty of cards of ultramodern. I have Fernando Tatis, Ronald Acuna, Juan Soto. I have parallel cards. I have serial numbered cards. So what I'm telling you is that I have a well-rounded view of what's going on here. And I've noticed that there's just so much confusion and so much debate and so much, or we don't care. We've just given up even caring. And that's not healthy either. But here's the takeaway in all of this. And if you don't listen to another thing I said, take at least this one thing with you. The rookie card is an icon within the hobby, and it should be respected and protected by us, the hobby. The rookie card should be respected and protected by the industry. And the rookie card should be respected and protected by the Players Association.